Hey, this is Calvin with Impruver. In this video, we're going to do an overview of the Impruver University, where you can certify your entire organization in Lean Six Sigma under the guidance of a certified Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt. And oftentimes we use degreed industrial engineers as well for this process. So let me take you through and you'll have a great idea for a resource you can use to upskill your organization. So our program allows you to put Lean Six Sigma certification on autopilot. What that means is that you can certify everyone in your company at the various levels, including white belt, yellow belt, green belt, black belt, and master black belt. Again, this is managed by a certified Lean Six Sigma master black belt and oftentimes a degreed industrial engineer as well. Our program is tech enabled. We have the university platform that we use as a learning management system to develop people. We also have the Kaizen management platform that keeps track of savings and other business impacts, and also has all the Lean Six Sigma tools on the platform that helps you to improve processes. Let's take you through that in a little bit more detail here. Let's talk through the university first. So at Impruver University, you can get certified at all 5 levels of Lean and Six Sigma. Our white belt program provides a theoretical overview of Lean and Six Sigma. Only coursework is required at this level. Our yellow belt program provides a set of basic tools that can be readily applied without being part of a larger project. And again, only coursework is required for certification here. At the green belt level, you'll learn a little more advanced tool set. This is where some of these Six Sigma and other statistical tools come into effect. Here you're required to complete coursework, but also required to complete a project. At the black belt level, you're learning tools to manage larger projects. Here you're leading projects that might span across departments, across functions, and potentially even across the network. At this stage, we require coursework, the completion of a project, and you're coaching others to develop this skill and capability throughout the organization at scale. At the master black belt level, you're incorporating strategic execution and development so that you can drive enterprise scale change. This requires coursework, it requires the completion of a project, it requires coaching others, and strategic planning. So as you're probably aware, there are other programs that will certify in Lean Six Sigma, but I'll tell you what makes the Impruver University special. First of all, our founding partners are both Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belts. We have over 50 years combined experience applying Lean Six Sigma for some of the world's leading brands such as Nestle, Mars, Clorox, Tyson, Ford, Walmart, Google, Randstad, Colgate, and so many others. We offer a recognizable and verifiable continuous improvement certificate. Every certification comes with a QR code where any third party can quickly scan, gain access to a web portal where they can see your instructor, they can see what courses you completed, they can download your certificate and so forth. We stand behind our certifications for eternity. We have authorship of an Amazon best-selling book. It's called Fit, The Simple Science of Achieving Strategic Goals. As you'll recall, at the master black belt level, we require candidates to not only develop, but also deploy and help execute strategy at the enterprise scale. Lastly, our program is backed by degreed industrial engineers and MBAs. We understand what it really takes to drive excellence in operations, process improvement, and Kaizen cultures. Just as an added benefit of using Impruver University to certify your organization, Impruver keeps a portfolio of your continuous improvement achievements, such as certificates earned, courses completed, goals achieved, which tools you've used, what projects you've completed, and the results generated. This allows you to showcase that you have not only completed coursework and in some cases just online modules alone. This allows you to demonstrate that you have the capability to put these tools and concepts to use and drive measurable business impact. And this is what companies need in order to be successful in continuous improvement. Quick overview of the white belt program. You're going to go over introduction to Lean Six Sigma, the 8 ways, standard work. There's Hijunka, just in time, Kaizen. These are the basic structure of the Toyota production system or TPS house. At this stage, only coursework is required. At the yellow belt level, you're going to gain knowledge of some basic Lean Six Sigma tools that you can apply without being part of a larger project. This includes 5 Whys analysis, 5S, visual management, Pareto analysis, Gimbal walks, and so forth. Again, only coursework is required at this stage. At the green belt level, you're learning a little bit more advanced tools such as changeover reduction, FMEA, DMAIC, histograms, KPIs, and notice that we've woven in some leadership development courses at the green belt stage also. The reason we do this is because it's one thing to have the technical know-how for how to drive process improvement. It's another thing to have the soft skills or the leadership skills to influence the people that are affected by the change so that you can achieve better results. At the green belt level, we require coursework, but also the completion of a project. At the black belt level, we require a larger scale project as well as coaching a cohort of green belts behind you. Some of the tools and techniques you'll learn are value stream mapping, Toyota Kata, managing for daily improvement, total productive maintenance, self-directed work teams, SIPOC diagram, and of course, coaching for high performance. As I mentioned before, it's one thing to have the technical, the hard skills. It's another thing to have the soft skills so that you can put those hard skills to effect. At this stage, we require coursework, project completion, and coaching others. For our Master Black Belt program, now you're applying everything you've learned along the way, as well as strategy deployment and execution. This includes leader standard work, balanced scorecard, Hoshin Conry, X Matrix, and notice that we have influencing organizational change. Because again, at the Master Black Belt level, now you're leading enterprise scale change. For this, we require coursework, project completion, coaching others, and strategic planning. Now I'll tell you one of the great things about Impruver University's program. We use a flywheel process to facilitate green belt certification. This follows a learn, do, teach, transform model. And the way it works is at the white and yellow belt, you're learning some simple tools. You're learning a proven CI process. At the green belt level, you're doing the process. You're driving a project to get results. At the black belt level, you're teaching others by coaching them to success. And at the master black belt level, you're transforming your organization by leading a culture of coaching and improvement. We use a 10-week certification process for the green belt, and we structure every cohort as such. At the green belt level, which we also call the improver level, you're going through a 10-week process where you're completing a PDCA cycle every single week. There's about 30 courses from our white, yellow, and green belt programs. So if you do the math, 30 courses divided by 10 weeks, you review about 3 courses every single week, but you're also driving an improvement every single week. So you can see how the learning is integrated with the doing of the project. We start the project as soon as the program starts. So you might see real measurable improvement even before you finish your first course. At the first coach level, or what we call the black belt level, you're coaching a cohort of green belts through a similar process that you just went through. So again, in a 10-week period, you may coach 3 green belts behind you. You're also required to deliver your own project. And again, this project is probably going to be larger in scale and scope than a typical green belt project. At the second coach or master black belt level, you're not only completing your own project, you're not only coaching a cohort of black belts through a similar program that you went through with the help of a master black belt, you're also tying your company strategy to the continuous improvement efforts and projects and initiatives that might be taking place throughout your company. This is a key role to make sure that what your CI operation is doing is providing the greatest possible value to the organization at large. Just for context, a typical green belt project delivers about $50,000 in business impact year over year. A black belt may be closer to 100 or 250, somewhere in that range. And a master black belt, you might be reaching more toward $1 million in annual year-over-year business impact. Within the Improver platform, we have some tools so that as folks finish certification and beyond certification, we can keep them in the improvement mindset, improvement projects, etc. So we have lots of tools to help sustain and continue to build momentum for continuous improvement, even long beyond certification. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. The golden carrot for continuous improvement using the Improver University system and even the Improver platform is the certification. Our certification is the gold standard across industries when it comes to promotions and hiring and things like that. We offer a very robust third-party verification of all of our certifications. On every cert, you'll find a QR code that anyone can scan and navigate back to a portal that provides the recipient's information, the instructor's information. It provides a detailed list of what courses they took, what they passed, and it allows them to download a PDF copy of the certificate. Because we also provide the Kaizen management system, we can provide an entire portfolio of projects, tools, goals achieved, and so forth upon request. As I mentioned before, our system is tech-enabled. We have a two-sided software system. On the Impruver University side is where you would train your entire organization in Lean Six Sigma. It's a learning management system. So this is where you develop people. On the Improver platform side, this is where you engage everyone in practicing continuous improvement. This is a Kaizen management system. This is where you improve processes. So you learn it on the left, you apply it on the right. So a little bit more about Improver University. So this is a learning management system that you can use to administer Lean Six Sigma certification within your company. Of course, we own and manage the actual certification process, but all of the work leading up to, we empower you to own that piece and drive that piece if that's what you have interest for. As you'll see later, we can also manage that for you, but let me just at least give you an idea what's in the box. You got the activity feed. This is where you're going to find your administrative control panel. You're going to find your courses. You're going to find everything you need right there on the activity feed when you log into Improver University. Once you're in, you can access the Enterprise Admin Console if you have admin rights. This allows you to see all of your continuous improvement programs, how many people are enrolled, and you can jump into any program to add, subtract, do what you got to do to administer your company's account. Lastly, it's very easy to spit out reports, spit out CSVs, and then run your own reports, pivot tables or charting or whatever you got to do so you can see where everybody's at in the program and how you can move people forward. Our certification process is supported by the Improver platform. This is a enterprise-grade continuous improvement software that provides a digital foundation for all of your lean tools to be built upon. Just for an idea for some of the things that are built on this foundation is the user dashboard. This is sort of your home page where it shows business impact front and center. It shows all of the tools and projects and stories that people throughout your organization have submitted into the system, and it organizes and tabulates all that information so you have one central location for all of your lean and continuous improvement activities. You'll have a metrics or CI intelligence where you can set up a custom dashboard to monitor the health of your continuous improvement program. For example, if you got an idea submission program, people submit ideas through Improver, you can keep track of where those ideas are coming from, what status they are in, what functions they are affecting. If you got a program that requires everybody to be on a project, you can easily produce a list of people who are on a project, people who are not on a project, and then you can make sure folks are assigned and all those things. You can really do whatever you can imagine. The sky's the limit when it comes to CI intelligence through Improver. We also have a very robust action management functionality. There's no improvement without action. So of course, you can attach actions to any tool, any project, any story. You can assign them. It does automated follow-ups, takes a lot of the administrative burden off of your hands in order to drive the culture of continuous improvement, which is really made visible by the level of action being taken to improve business processes. There are also some other really cool functions like gamification. People earn coins for completing projects, completing stories, achieving goals, creating and completing action items, and so forth. All the kind of behaviors you would want people to adopt to create that CI culture, they actually earn coins that can then be traded in for rewards. As a continuous improvement or operations leader, you have the authority to go in and set up rewards for which people can trade their coins for. They can also give coins to each other, which also makes it really cool. There's a countermeasure feature that integrates with your BI system, like Power BI, for example, and it automatically assigns countermeasures when CI projects are failing to sustain. So this is a great tool for sustaining CI effort. And there's an entire strategy deployment function that allows you to set and cascade goals throughout the organization, monitor people's progress in real time, find out where the weaknesses are in the system, and follow up and provide coaching, provide other resources to make sure everybody's succeeding. Like I said, you could practically have any tool on top of the Improver platform, like value stream mapping, 5Wise, SciPoc, and any others that you can probably think of. But this tool, the Improver Storyboard, is one of the main ones we use for certification. It follows a very structured coaching path that mirrors a Toyota Kata, a 4DX, Agile Scrum in some ways. Essentially, it's kind of laid out in such a way to say, hey, what's your goal or target condition? Is this achieved by date reasonable? What's your current state? What are your challenges or obstacles? What have you done so far and what you learned from it? And what are you going to do next, right? Everything sort of is laid out to mirror that coaching path, so that makes it easy for you to get everybody in the company thinking scientifically and practicing PDCA or PDSA. All right, we currently offer 2 ways to engage if this is something you have interest for, right? Our standard package includes 1,000 white belts, up to 1,000 yellow belts, up to 25 green belts, up to 5 black belts, and up to 1 master black belt. It also includes both Impruver University and the Improver platform for up to 1,000 users. With our self-managed program, and this is ideal for companies that have a highly competent, hopefully a master black belt level certified continuous improvement leader. That person would be the administrator for the company. They would enroll the team. They would, as people complete their projects, they would submit them through the Improver platform, and then we would process the certification. However, if you need help and want a third party to help manage your CI transformation, we do offer a Improver managed service as well. We'll have a master black belt certified continuous improvement leader to meet with your teams on a weekly basis, to conduct course reviews, to conduct PDCA cycles, and help develop further project lists if necessary. They will support with project selection and execution, and they will support with selecting and applying Lean and Six Sigma tools more effectively so that you can upskill your organization at a higher level. This has been a presentation on Impruver University and how it plays into our continuous improvement enablement system. I hope you liked the video. Have a fantastic week. Let's get better every day. Thank you.